To bypass a frozen €90 billion aid package, the European Union is splitting its governance into two tiers. 26 members are moving forward on their own, completely isolating a single holdout. That holdout is Hungary. Prime Minister Viktor Orbán brought European foreign policy to a total standstill by vetoing the 20th package of Russian sanctions. The standoff escalated sharply when a drone crashed into the Soviet-era Druzhba pipeline, halting the flow of oil in a fiery explosion. In response, Hungary declared itself the victim of a Ukrainian oil blockade. Because the country is entirely landlocked, its officials argued their economy would outright collapse without access to those pipelines. We have to look closely at this defense. Is Hungary genuinely trapped by its physical geography, or is Orbán engineering a crisis to hold the European Union hostage? This regional pipeline dispute quickly spilled over into Washington, D.C., triggering high-level intervention. President Donald Trump stepped in, granting Hungary a one-year exemption from U.S. sanctions on Russian oil to stave off the predicted economic ruin. This diplomatic lifeline came with a specific condition. In exchange for the reprieve, Hungary committed to purchasing $600 million in American liquefied natural gas. Did the United States and the European Union just bail out an ally in legitimate distress, or did they fold to an elaborate bluff built on fabricated infrastructure limits? To test Hungary's claim, we start at the physical endpoint of the Druzhba pipeline, the Százhalombatta refinery. Hungarian facilities were custom-built to process Urals crude, requiring exactly 31-degree API gravity and 1.3% sulfur content. You cannot simply pour sweeter crude into the system. Recalibrating to handle non-Russian oil costs upwards of $200 million and extensive downtime. On a purely technical level, Hungary's excuse holds up. Forcing a massive refining facility to switch its crude blend overnight is a legitimate engineering nightmare. The argument falls apart logistically. This map shows the Druzhba pipeline funneling 200,000 barrels of Russian oil daily into landlocked Hungary. However, the Adria pipeline also runs directly from Croatia's Mediterranean coast, straight up into the Hungarian network. The Adria pipeline has a proven capacity of 280,000 barrels per day. That is more than enough volume to entirely replace the Russian flow, invalidating the claim that Hungary has no physical alternatives. The actual reason for maintaining the Russian connection is entirely financial. By purchasing heavily discounted Russian oil while European competitors pay full market rates, Hungary's MOL Group is generating staggering corporate profits. Those discounts come with a severe geopolitical cost. Since the 2022 invasion, Hungary has channeled an estimated $6 billion in tax revenues straight to Moscow, giving Ukraine a direct incentive to finally blow the pipeline up. Hungary's continued reliance on Russian oil is a highly lucrative financial calculation, not an inescapable geographic prison. Back in Brussels, the political damage of this frozen €90 billion loan is already taking a toll. Hungary weaponized its own energy dependency by shielding its alliance with Moscow's exemptions from Western powers. Giving in to these demands sets a dangerous precedent for the European Union. It proves to member states that taking institutional hostages and leveraging vetoes are highly effective strategies. To bypass the obstruction, Brussels is now officially moving towards a multi-speed Europe, where willing nations proceed with integration, while dissenters are simply left behind. The era of unanimous European unity has fractured. We are entering a reality where internal pipelines and manufactured energy constraints are used as weapons against the Union itself.